Hi friends. Today I just want to make a little video showing you some of my most used supplies here on this desk. So let's get started. Alright, over here we'll start here with my little small travel size Uhu glue stick. I usually put this in my little travel kit if I'm on the go or going on vacation or to the park or whatever and want to take supplies with me. And then these are some of my favorite Crayon Dash, which are water-soluble pastels. Love those. And here are some really nice, pretty decent colored pencils that I got at the Dollar Tree. And then I've got some of these micron pens and some of these, what are they called? Sharpie China markers. I've got some ink blending thingamajiggers, stencils. And then here I've got a bunch of different markers. These are solid markers. These are kind of like a soft, like oily kind of deal, kind of like an oil pastel, but a little different. And this is an acrylic Liquitex marker. I've got some Sharpie oil-based markers, and then I've got my Posca pen markers. Love those. Those are actually my favorite. And then here I've got some black ink that I use to like draw or write script or do splatters. And then over here I've got some of my little craft paints that I use in art journaling. And I've got some of my Ranger Distress sprays and stains. And then in here I have some paint pushers and palette knives and all that good stuff. My scissors, a ruler. And then here are some of my favorite brushes. Another one of these. I can never think of what those are called. But anyway, you know what it is, surely. This is really good for watercolor or watered down acrylic. And then some of my other favorite brushes. Back here I've got some stencils and some color chips. Here I've got some little tidbits. These are things that I usually use like in between art journal pages, and they just get all splattered and paint on them, or I use them to test out the color of a crayon or pencil or something like that. And then you can use these for little bits in your journal. I like to reuse everything. Here's another Uhu glue stick. This one is much bigger compared to my little guy. Put this back over here. Water jars, more water. My favorite heavy gesso. This is Finnabar Art Basics Heavy Gesso, and I love this. I use that a lot in my art journaling. I've got a little water bottle, and I've got some dried instant coffee sitting in this jar. And I can just take a spray bottle and squirt in there and like reconstitute it, I guess. And then here I've got these water-soluble colored crayon pencils that a girlfriend gave me. She got them at IKEA. Those are really fun for mark making, and I like to scribble with them. This is a Tim Holtz splatter brush that I recently picked up at Michael's. Love it. And then, let's see. And this one, in this clear drawers, I've got some ephemera sheets. I've got some clear word stamps for art journaling or card making. I've got more clear stamps, more, and then some rubber cling stamps. I've got all of these stamps, and I keep my favorite ones at the bottom so that they're easier to reach. These ones over here to the left are some of my homemade rubber stamps. I've got to make more, but I'm not a lover of carving things. I'm a little clumsy, and I don't really have the patience for it. So, I mean, they were really fun to make, and some people find it therapeutic, but I'll leave that to them, and I'll just do it every once in a while. And then I've got some of my chalk pastels over there, and then some more chalk pastels here. Some of my oil pastels, I've got some expensive Sennelier ones, and then some more affordable Pentel ones. They, you know, the consistency of them is very different. The Senneliers are very soft and lipsticky, softer than lipstick really. And then the Pentel, those are a harder oil pastel. Love them both though for mark making. And then in this little crusty tin, I've got some more of my favorite oil pastels, my date stamp. I've got all of my inks that I use here. Oh yeah, I've got this sitting here to make like just dip it in the ink and make circles or splatters. And then here I've got a jar of prompts. So I hardly ever use these though, because I have such an abundance of ideas in my head. I'm really just trying to use those. But if I was ever stumped, I've got this whole entire thing. So this one says add ink splatters and dab some. Add ink splatters and dab some. Okay. What is your favorite color today? Grab it and paint it. Crayon, pencil, paint, draw a shape with it. Let's see what else. This one says use acrylic. This one is upside down. This one says step back and look at your work to gain perspective. That's always a very good idea. It's not really a prompt, but here's a fun one. This one says glue a piece of a random page from a newspaper, circle words you like. But anyway, I got this idea from a couple of ladies, Jean Oliver, Adele Cypestein, and Keisha Avery. Hope I said everybody's names right. But yeah, that's really good if you just sit down to art and you just really need to create or paint or art journal or whatever, but you have, you know, artist block and you can't think of anything. Then print out some of those or write some of your own down and put them in a jar, stir it up, and just, you know, get going. And just nothing has to go together. You just pick one after another and you'll be surprised at how everything does come together. All right, what else? And then here I've got all of my art journals, and I keep all of those there because I'm always using different art journals. Like this looks like a kid's book, but it's really not. It's very cheap. It was $2, and I was like, I actually bought it because it's got large print and I can cut the words out and make my own little phrases. But anyway, I went every few pages and ripped out a couple pages to thin the book out and just make it my own journal. You can make a junk journal, art journal, whatever. And I love this. I love this book. I've been using that a lot. I've been using this one a lot. This is just a weekly planner. What else? I actually had this album sitting here the other day, and I had all of these. Most of them are Tim Holtz sheets, 3 whole for a binder like this. And I didn't have a binder to put them in. And so I went and looked at my own stuff, and I happen to have this small binder. So this isn't like one of those full, huge photo binders. This is a smaller one that had like double 4x6s in it. And it worked perfectly for this. So now, when I'm looking for some of these bigger rubber cling stamps, then I can just get this out and look in here. And I love it. I love using what I have and making things work. It's always fun and exciting. Let's see what else. Over here, right at my arm's length, I have my rolling cart. I have some jelly plates hanging on there. And on this top, I have baby wipes, wipe my hands, wipe paint, remove paint. I've got acrylic paints. I've got some golden gloss medium, some paint colors I've mixed, and then I've got some acrylic inks here, and then there's more stuff down there that I don't use. But anyway, I guess that is it for now. And if you liked this video, go ahead and like it, leave me a comment, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. And thanks for being here, and thanks for watching. I hope you have a beautiful day. Bye-bye.